So just like write a letter to your
You can
representative?
write a letter. It's better that we meet with you so that we know exactly what you want, and then we just start getting the bill drafted. We can start already.
Okay,
This is a different microphone, you gotta hold it right up to your mouth.
Okay, Mele, some of us attended a STIP meeting last night. And every time I go to a STIP meeting, it's an education because it's different. And we're not allowed to speak our minds. We're kind of have to follow the format of the proctor, if I can call him that. But one of the items on the agenda last night was the Honolua Bridge. The agenda says replacement of, isn't that the way it's worded? And, you know, we're concerned with development. And we know that that north side is being eyed for future development. And we kind of like that little one-lane bridge the way it is. There was some kind of development recently where big trucks were going by and they kind of chipped the bridge and stuff, but it's okay, you know, it's still workable. But the people that were here last night at the STIP meeting didn't quite understand whether that bridge was supposed to be repaired or replaced. And that causes red flags up in our heads, because if it's going to be replaced, how is it going to be replaced? Is it going to be a 2-lane road, bridge, or 6-lane? We don't know. And that's the trouble with STIP meetings. They don't give us enough information. We ask them, but they can't answer. And this kind of defeats the purpose of attending these meetings, because we come out with an empty head, the same empty head that we walked in there with, you know. And the proctor, I'll call him that, said that they would look into it to see if it was a replacement or a repair of structural damage or something like that. But they can do a lot better with these, you know, it's a lot of fanfare. Oh, we had a SIP meeting here, and we had a SIP meeting there, and da-da-da-da-da-da, but nothing comes out of it. I came out with no information, no more information than when I went in. And I feel that some of us, others, felt the same way.
The question is,
My question is, how can we improve on the communication with the state transportation people? You know,
I'm laughing because I have one of the hardest districts regarding transportation, because I have about 52 bridges, and I have to transport myself through islands. So I'm laughing because I feel your pain. But I can tell you what I do, and I just did this recently on one of the other islands that I represent. When my community was just frustrated, same thing, same concept, just frustrated because the department going back and forth, not telling them what to do. The money's there, that I got them money, and basically they were basing their decision on studies from a consultant. Well, I brought the community out, and I brought the department there, sitting with them, and found out that the study was wrong. Even the pictures they took was old. And they're like, what year you took this picture? When did you do this study? And in the end of the meeting, they realized that the consultant's study was inaccurate. Therefore, how can you base a decision on that? I'm just speaking on one agency. So what I've done is I'm the mediator. Through my community, when they call me, when they talk to me, I'm on their case. I mean, legislators can get the attention of department heads, but they just have to know what they got to ask them for. And that's what I do in my community. So I feel your pain with DOT because it's a little bigger and it's just more stuff. But when I get frustrated, I get right in their face and I just whenever I need attention, I'm an in-your-face kind of person, and I don't go away till the problem's solved, you know. Now, there could be resistance for other reasons that I don't know with your representative or your senator, but my point is, you have a representative for you folks, and they should act as your mediator, and that's how I act as a mediator for my community, and I get results, so I'm more than happy to help. But you know, I hear you, and it's not just the DOT, it's other departments as well. I don't know what the answer is, but that's how I do it, and I work closely with my community. I hope that helped.
Hi, thank you for coming. I'm really interested in the work you've been doing with Navaeha, and was wondering when, because I heard that resolution passed, but then I don't really understand because I've also heard that the stream is still being diverted. So I really have two questions. When do you think that the law will actually take effect, or the rules will take effect and the stream flow will be restored? And when that happens, when do you think that Honolua could be one of the next streams that are a priority for Earth Justice and the state government?
Okay, you're looking for timelines. First of all, the law is already in place. It was mandated. They just weren't following the law, the Water Resource Commission. When I first got into office, the people that approached me was from Earth Justice and OHA and others, and they, for some reason, said, gotta go talk to her. That's how it happened. And I just came to a hearing, didn't know them, and they came and sat with me. I drafted the legislation, and we worked with the community. Now, I don't represent Waiheke, but because I'm for putting back the water in the streams, and they knew that I would be a great advocate, we pushed it forward. So the resolution, now, although it's not law, it forces Water Resource Commission to do their job. But what they were claiming in the hearing was there was no money for inflow stream studies before they can actually bring it back. So, yeah, it's very confusing. The whole point, what we did was bring attention to it. And even though I put in there the other 1,200 diversions, you have to put specific attention to them. So we could introduce and entertain a resolution to specifically look at that. And at the time, you have to know that the Water Resource Commission, they were losing members were quitting. So that's when I introduced it. So at this point, we should have more members, you know, so it could be a better chance. But it always comes down to the study, because they have to do the study first. It gets tricky. Can't promise you anything, but you have to put the attention there. And that's what we did in the Waiheke. And I didn't do it by myself. I did it with the community. I spoke to the Waiheke Community Association. They asked me to come and speak on my reso, and then we got people to support it. But it takes all of us. Yeah, it's not easy. And when you see it in law and they're not doing it, I know it's like that. You know, but part of it was resources. They didn't have staff. They were. Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.